Minor records in the street today. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 351. The film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Get Low. Get Low is directed by Aaron Schneider and it stars Robert Duvall, Bill Murray, Shane Black, and Sissy Spacek. And Get Low is the story about this older guy that Robert Duvall is playing. He's kind of a hermit. He's kind of secluded himself in his house, and he's kind of not liked by a lot of the townspeople. You're not quite sure why in the beginning, but he has this decision where he wants to have a funeral party for himself, but he wants to plan ahead and have this funeral party before he dies because he wants to attend his own funeral, and he wants to see all the stories that people have to say about him. Meanwhile, you have Bill Murray and Shane Black who work at this funeral home. They take in Robert Duvall and kind of undergo his plans to have this funeral party. Sissy Spacek plays somebody that he knows from his past. You're not quite sure how he knows her, but the movie unfolds and a pretty interesting, sweet, funny, and kind of deep movie ensues. Get Low is a film that I think is kind of below, pardon the pun, a lot of people's radar, and I think a lot of people are going out to see these big blockbusters. I mean, Taker's made how much money at the box office? And I think it's a movie that people should really seek out because I think above all what this movie has to offer is some fantastic performances and some really sharp writing. I think if somebody had told me about a film set in the 1930s about a bunch of old people, one of the main old people is having a funeral party, I'd think, how is this going to last for an entire film? But it really works because I think that the characters in this film are so well developed. I think Robert Duvall's character, by the end of this film, you really feel for the guy and you really know where he's coming from and who he is. The Shane Black character is kind of the heart and soul of this movie, and he's kind of what's giving it that warm, what's making you have that warm feeling inside as you're watching it. And I think the dialogue is so sharply written. There are so many scenes of Robert Duvall responding in like 2 to 3 word sentences back to somebody. I believe there's a part in the trailer where a radio DJ is talking to Robert Duvall and he says, "Hey sir, how are you doing today?" And Robert Duvall just responds, "I am." And I think that is absolutely fantastic. By the end of this film, you find out a lot more about Robert Duvall's character and about the life that he endured and what he went through 40 years ago. And I think that if this monologue was given by any other actor, it really wouldn't have the power and the kind of just dramatic touch that Robert Duvall puts to this role. And I think Robert Duvall's performance in this is very reminiscent of Jeff Bridges in Crazy Heart or things like that, where it's not so much the words they're saying, it's their face, and they're basically telling everything you need to know through their tiny little facial expressions and tiny little hand gestures and things like that. And I think this is a performance that should and hopefully will be nominated for a Best Acting Oscar for Robert Duvall. It's honestly one of the best performances by an actor that I've seen all year. I think the film is also very funny at times, but it also has a very serious tone to it that I think will kind of get people thinking about their own lives and kind of the people that they've touched throughout it. I just think it's a fantastic little film that people should be seeking out. I give Get Low a very strong 4 out of 5. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.